Greetings, everyone. You're likely wondering why you're all here. Well, all of my guests will be wondering the same thing. Today is an important day, because I am getting to the bottom of something that makes no logical sense. Hello, everyone. If you are a married man, you are especially welcome to pipe up. I'll explain how and why. I'm waiting for my guests. It has come to my attention that an individual known as Big the Cat has received a yes to a proposal, which then proceeded to a wedding which went through and was successful. Forgive me if you are a Big the Cat fan, but this makes no sense. This is the straw that has broken the logic camel's back. Thank you, Lightning Tiger. Where's Omega? He owes me $5,000 for the damaged jet ski. I wouldn't know anything about that. Runt, go back outside! Go back outside! Outside! Go back outside! It'll go back outside eventually. Thank you, Irish the Hedgehog. Could any of you tell Sonic that Father Tuckett wants to thank him for letting him officiate Big and Wendy's wedding? It was so last minute, I'm sure the officiator just slipped Sonic's mind. By the way, Shadow, we still have you and Rouge's marriage paperwork prepped, if you ever need an impromptu wedding. Well, that doesn't seem to be happening. Since apparently I am less marryable than Big the Cat. This is ridiculous. Runt, go back outside. Outside. Back outside. Outside. Door. Through the door. Outside. Go back outside. Outside. Go back outside. Go back outside. That's it. I'm picking this thing up. I will return in but a moment. Runt, get over here. Why are you so heavy?
Well, how's it going? I guess this is the crib. Oh, hi, Sonic's dad. Hello there, Sonic's fat purple friend. Hello, Shadow Android. Hey, look, money. I must agree with you, my template. Why won't your partner say yes to your proposals? Seeing as she clearly loves you and you love her, her constant refusal is by all means illogical. Well, if you're asking me, and I have a sneaking suspicion someone is going to be asking me pretty soon. But if you're asking me, then all you need is to find a woman whose mother is pressuring her to get married. Oh. Do you think Wendy's mom was pressuring her? Absolutely. Thanks, Devil Tails. Haha, sucks to be you, loser. Well, you know, a lot of people say that, and well, maybe they're right. Maybe it sucks to be me. Maybe it sucks to be old Needle. But you know, well, actually, I don't really have a response to that. I guess I just gotta keep on needling. Oh.
Hello! I'm here for the, I don't know what we're here for.
No, I don't understand either. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Listen, you fellas, I know Shadow quite well. I think he's the one who organized this thing here, so, don't expect anything pleasant by all means. Here it comes. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
There's no need for any of you to speak as of yet. All of you may very well be aware that you have something in common.
Oh, thank you, Lightning Tiger. Someone needs to tell Devil Tails to stop bullying.
Bullies?
Don't go anywhere. Hold up. Thank you, Irish the Hedgehog, for Chuck. Chuck, me Aunt Ida thought you were quite the catch on that cruise. No offense to Bark, but you were obviously more her type. You reminded her of a Western actor she likes.
Why, he reminds me of a corpse.
You should have. Those eyebrows and mustache really worked for her. Come by me shop and I'll give you some free insoles and also her info. Well, I don't actually necessarily recall precisely who your aunt was on that cruise. Do you think that maybe you could tell me how old she is? Chuck, you cannot go into life at this stage, at 80 years old, worried about women being too old for you. Well, you know, it's my life. It's my life. Everyone's entitled to preferences and you know. What is this about, Shadow?
Well, hold on. Thanks, Daz. Oh, what's wrong, Shat? You jelly for not being married yet, but Big is.
I believe it is understandable that I would be jealous or perhaps somewhat confused beyond all logic by this turn of events. Look at you people. How? I am here for you to tell me how. How what? Oh, thank you, Omega. We do not speak of the cruise.
Well, I feel like we can maybe talk about the cruise a little bit. The cruise was embarrassing for me because nobody said that I was eating all of the food. They didn't say anything, but they complained after.
Well, perhaps we should, move on from that.
Hey, money. Thanks, Terry the Werehog. Oh, hey, Shadow. Got your bike tires fixed, the oil changed, and the brakes repaired. I thought you and Rouge were married already. Then again, I don't know you like my father donor. I don't know how to think about Terios Enerjack.
Listen, I just worked with that guy. Listen, thank you for whatever it is you said you did. Listen, all of you, surprisingly, are currently, or at one time, were married. We don't need to talk about mine. The fact of the matter is that all of you people got a yes from a woman who you proposed to. Everyone in this room.
Well, everybody except you.
I will kill you.
Well, you haven't in all this time.
Everyone in this room before me has received a yes to a marriage proposal. But I haven't. We will be discussing how this aberration of universal logic and sense has occurred.
I think you got a bit wordy there. Thank you, Uriah Kong. Hey, Dude Squad, everything going well. You're good. He seems very aggressive.
Indeed he does. I don't know if we should be putting up with this. You will stay. Walter, do you suppose I could use you as a shield?
No.
What about this older gentleman, Sonic's uncle?
No, I think we would need to get behind Big as a shield, honestly. But I don't think we'll be able to make it in time before he runs over here. You know, it's a cramped space, this living room, for this many people.
Shut up. Thank you, Devil Tails. I'll bully whoever I want to bully, and none of you can do anything about it. Ha ha ha.
Someone needs to do something about Bully Tails.
It's Devil Tails.
Well, perhaps he should be called Bully Tails. He's making bullying his whole personality.
Well, honestly, that would make sense.
Stop it, all of you. Hold on, I know we're getting off topic on this, but thank you, Dominic. The one thing all of you had in common is that you was or are married at some point. Shadow is still picking the same woman that Crystal gave birth to. Well, people aren't their parents.
Well, I mean, people, they kind of are, you know, biologically on a DNA thing.
That's correct. And being somebody's parent is down to DNA.
Let's not get into DNA. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you. Pyrus, it's unorthodox proposal advice.
And perhaps this is relevant. Are we getting fed up? I read the invitation that this was some sort of fantastic event, which was also sort of a threat if I didn't come. I thought I should come.
There will be food later.
Okay. Try growing her a garden as beautiful as she is. Have Marry Me shaped in her favorite flowers. If she's Latina, maybe get maracas and perform Cuban Pete. Talk to Puss in Boots. Though knowing Miss Murcielago, have ye tried any promiscuous proposals that'd make even her blush? If so, what were they?
I am not going to discuss my intimate life. However, I have proposed under any context that you could possibly imagine. Moving on.
Well, what about the Latina thing?
She's not culturally Latina. I know more Spanish than she does.
It's true, she doesn't even know. She asked me what no was in Spanish one time.
Is that true, Neil?
No, it's true. She said, what's no in Spanish? I don't remember what we were talking about, but I remember her saying that.
Moving on. Thank you, Night Fury Lover. It's not that complicated, Shadow. Rouge is just the kind of person who wants to get married. Simple as that. I think Night Fury Lover meant who does not want to get married.
You say that, but it says who wants to get married. So, it seems very contrary to what he's experiencing.
Does she want to get married, but not to you? I regret inviting you. Thank you, Shadow Android. I must agree with you, my template. Your partner's constant refusal to your proposals is by all means illogical. Precisely. Chuck! You don't want... Come on. We don't need to talk about... It was for tax benefits. And yet... Despite me outlining all of the potential financial and tax benefits to Rouge, I still have received no's.
So it's not a financial thing?
No, clearly.
Hey, well, listen, look at this. Thanks, Short King. Ignore all that negativity, Needle. Well, looks like I need to ignore the negativity. Just keep being the goat and a short king.
Ah, come on, this is stupid.
You obviously are if you married that 5-gallon jug of a wife, as you said. I certainly did. More like 10 gallons. More like an Olympic swimming pool. Regardless if you're divorced, you can still get her back. You just need to do what you did the first time to accept that ring. Well, honestly, it's gonna be more difficult because your mom's dead now, and she was laying on the pressure. Also, she's kind of like fixed the whole needing an heir thing, so that's also covered. To be honest, I don't think that the situation that kind of got me the yes in the first place is gonna be replicatable.
I don't think replicatable is a word.
Well, listen, it probably is. But anyway, I mean, selfie's a word. Selfie's a word. Selfie's a word.
Yes, I suppose.
Selfie is a word, that is true. I don't understand why selfie should be a word. Shut up about selfies.
Well, honestly, I appreciate the support. And you know what? Maybe I should call her. Maybe I should call her. Maybe she wants a call from old Needle. Maybe I ought to climb that tree a few more times.
Needle, you are in danger of being kicked out even if you do have relevant advice.
I mean, if you're talking about sort of plausibility of someone saying yes to a marriage proposal, honestly, I feel like he might have the best advice because we can all look at him and say, how on earth? You know, look at him. I'm not one to be mean, but I've heard so much about Sonic's father from Sonic. I just feel.
No, I'm his older brother. He's a piece of shit. Anyway, hold on. Thank you, Lajara. You got a yes from Lanolin. I don't know who that is. Thank you, true hero. You're going on and on about logic. What are you, a Vulcan? What is that? It's from Star Trek. They're aliens. So not real. I mean, maybe they're real somewhere out there. You've been to space, I haven't. Space fiction made by people who have never been to space has no bearing on actual space, Chuck. Well, how am I supposed to know? You know what? I'm moving on. Thank you, Ryex. Don't worry, Shadow. I never received a yes either. I never had a girlfriend, actually, and no kitchen art time either like you and Rouge did years ago. Kitchen art? No, that's that stupid thing where they talk about art being, well, you know. No, I don't know.
We should move on.
Thank you, Night Fury Lover. No, Chuck's right. I meant Rouge doesn't want to get married. Spell check. Well, you see that right there. Then we will investigate precisely how you people made someone want to marry you. I don't think that's really how it works, but thank you, Uriah Kong. Show of votes, who thinks Chuck is easily the better partner to someone out of everyone here?
Chuck is the better partner. Have you guys even heard anything about Chuck in a relationship? Do you guys know what Chuck in a relationship is like?
You can shut up, Needle.
No, listen. I have witnessed Chuck in relationships since I was a kid, okay? Chuck is not a good boyfriend.
You know what, Needle? There's no reason you should be here. What kind of good advice is a stupid piece of shit like you gonna come up with? Hey, no. You know what, Needle? Why don't you get out of here? He can stay. Neil, shut up. Thank you. Lightning Tiger tried getting her a giant diamond. Rouge was tempted by that idea when I asked her that question. Do you not think I have given her large diamonds?
Maybe it wasn't big enough.
It was very big.
Big? Who's to say if it was big enough, though?
Perhaps. Thank you, Queen Beelzebub. All daddies in one room, especially the cute bunny. You know, I don't think that I need to put up with the indignity of all you people yelling about all this nonsense. And now this. I believe I'm being sexualized. I think I'll be leaving now. Wait! What is it? How did you get a yes when you proposed? Explain it. You know, as a matter of fact, I just asked. There are positives and negatives to any stage of life. And perhaps you are simply with the wrong person if you will keep getting a no. Maybe the first no should have been more informative to you than it was. Well, clearly he's useless. Thank you, Digital Viper. I'm not reading that.
Shat, didn't you also get a yes from Sally?
I don't know who that is.
Now, this is ridiculous. Thank you, Lajari. Okay, how about Sally then?
You know, honestly, I don't bring it up that much anymore, but I gotta say, my son letting that slip through his fingers. Tragic.
I'm not one for arranged things in marriage, you know.
Well, I am. Because she was hot. She still is hot. I assume. I haven't seen her for a while. She was like, you know when like somebody's too young for you, but you can still acknowledge the hotness. You know what I mean?
No. Oh, you shut up, Needle.
Oh, we're talking about Mr. You would never, huh, Chuck? You would never date a younger woman.
You can shut up. Indeed, I won't. Thank you, Dominic. A better question is, why do you want to marry Rouge, ignoring the beneficial BS and achievement? Well, what's the true reason, Shadow?
Are you somehow unaware of the fact that we are talking about the mother of my children?
Well, no, I don't think they're unaware of that. I don't believe anyone's unaware of that. Hey, well, let's look at this. Thank you, Horace, the workhorse proposal story.
Henrietta loved reading the Sunday paper, so I called up my bud Francis who worked there. Next Sunday, as Hen drank her coffee, she spit it out. The front page read, "Henrietta, will you marry me?" by Horace, and in the article was all the reasons I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her.
Wait, so you weren't even there? You weren't even there when that's like proposing with a text message. I think it's a little better than that, because, you know, it was in the newspaper and all.
No, I see what you're saying, though, because it's like, he wasn't even, like, physically there for the proposal.
Listen, son, I'm going to say don't do a newspaper.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. No newspapers. Thank you, Omega. Front door blocked, sentry mode engaged. You shall all remain here to assist Shadow until I finish reviewing militia candidate profiles. Time remaining approximately 42 minutes. Oh, dear God.
Am I being falsely imprisoned?
Your file at GUN says you cannot be contained by methods and for reasons no one can understand. Big the Cat. I don't think you need to stay here if you don't want to. Thank you, Short Fuse the Cybernick.
Cybernick online weapons engaged. Target pineapple on that junkyard truck, firing plasma cannon. Boom. Great, now the truck's on fire. Activating extinguisher. Push.
I don't think you had to do the sound effect.
No, he wrote it out, though.
No, but I'm just saying, I don't think you need to do the sound effect.
No, but he wrote it out.
I thought it was unnecessary.
Tell him that. Thank you, Eclipse. Hello, brother. Are you talking about marrying Rouge? Look, I've seen and from your memories of Rouge, to me it seems like she is more afraid of the idea of marriage, since to her it's what happens when relationships die, and she doesn't want that to happen with you. Oh, you know, there is actually a certain degree of death when a relationship progresses to marriage.
Really? I mean, I don't view it that way. I view the divorce as the death of the relationship.
I suppose factually that is a little more correct. Walter, what are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying that there is a certain degree of relationship sort of things.
I'm sorry that your wife doesn't like you, Walter. Mine likes me.
Well, it can happen to anyone, that things sort of go downhill, you know.
We will move on. Back to the topic at hand. Of marriage. Alright, son. Thank you, Terry the Werehog. No problem, Shadow. I also might have added some performance-enhancing utilities to your back, most notably a device that maximizes chaos control compatibility. I also optimized it.
God, you're so old.
Shut up, Neil. I also optimized and overclocked the other devices on your back free of charge. I'll bring it over in 40 minutes. Yes, thank you very much, Terry. Thank you, Shadow Android. Well, your partner clearly loves you, so I fail to see any logical reason why she does not simply say yes. Yes, exactly. We're trying to figure out how to make her say yes, in spite of this strange pattern of behavior. The only major change would be the legal status of you two, which makes things less awkward for everyone involved. In short, I have no advice to give you. My template, sorry. I should have known that the robots the doctor slapped my face on would have nothing useful to say.
Thank you, Shark Studios. Hey, Chuck, I've heard you married for tax benefits. Have you opened yourself up to the possibility that you may be aromantic and or asexual? It's actually more prominent than you think. Over 2% of the population is one or more. Chuck, they think you might not like women.
Oh, no, that is actually funny. No, that is kind of funny. They think I might not like women.
Yeah, Chuck likes women.
I'm most asexual. No. I'm even at my advanced age, I personally am a most certainly heterosexual man. Most definitely. Yes, sirree. Why am I giving off the vibe that I don't like women? You know, old people are allowed to have... Love isn't just for the young. Chuck, I don't actually care about your romantic life. I'm here to try and understand the mysteries of why Rouge won't marry me. Son, let's just get through the rest of these, shall we? Perhaps we will find something useful.
Thank you, Devil Tails. By the way, USAF, Arrow RAF, get wrecked.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
Hey, look, thanks, Damon. Diamonds are too superficial and materialistic. Platinum is underrated and much better anyways. Okay, well, clearly you don't really know who we're talking about. We're talking about Rouge, Shadow's girlfriend. You know, she's actually proud of how materialistic she is.
That is true.
Okay, that seems very... classy. Thank you, Ryax. Is Shadow bullying Rouge to marry him?
No. Stop looking at me.
Okay. If you say so.
Thank you, true hero. Speaking of your children, what is the logic of having them before getting married? If you want to get into that, I suppose it's not very logical at all, is it? However, and unfortunately this is the case, one is not always in control of when they have children.
Well, I won't say anything.
What are you trying to say, Walter? What did you want to say?
No, it's fine. I'll leave it be. Thank you, Brandon Heath. They've been on a dry spell since the Sage thing. That was ages ago.
They're making things up, Chuck!
Well, okay. Well, we'd all be worried about you, you know.
I mean, honestly, if nobody was, like, seriously, if nobody was getting any of that, then well, that would be messed up.
Moving on, Needle. Oh, dear God.
Colin Robotic Sr.'s proposal story. My wife Bertha was born in Europe in a town you've never heard of. She told stories of a local sausage shop she'd visit as a child owned by Mr. Johnny Verbeck. Sausage shop. I flew him out and had him make a bouquet of sausages, each as wide as Bertha's fingers, and I slid the ring on one. A perfect fit. Hoity-hoity-ho.
What does hoity-hoity-ho mean?
Do not ever ask for elaboration about the Robotniks.
Now we can all...
Yep, we can do that.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you, Digital Viper. Maybe she doesn't want to marry a rat who eats rats.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Digital Viper. For I am a normal hedgehog man in my normal house, having a normal conversation with these other normal men. Normal-ish.
Thank you, Zippy the Quokka. Today's subject gives me the courage to make things official with an announcement. Attention stream, this is Zippy the Quokka, Trash Inspector Extraordinaire. Damn, would you kindly recycle my heart into your collection? In other words, will you be my girlfriend?
That doesn't say damn, you moron! It says Dawn!
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
By reading it, you dimwit!
It was an honest mistake. A lowercase w in that font is precisely an upside down lowercase m. I can be forgiven for that.
You clearly ruined that for whoever the hell Zippy is.
I can be forgiven. It was an honest mistake.
It was a really dumb mistake.
You don't judge me, you little tiny gremlin man.
I've been called so much worse. That was really lame.
Honestly, just call him an asshole or something. That's what he actually is.
I'm not going to call him an asshole.
Just do it. You'll feel better about it. It's honesty that'll set you free.
I'm not calling him an asshole.
Just be honestly. Just do it. It'll make you feel better.
No, I'm not going out of my way to call him an asshole.
Honestly, just do it so we'll shut up.
No, it'll make you feel better. Just be honest and call him an asshole.
No, someone should read that out.
Thank you, Artistic Dawn. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. No one's ever asked me to be their girlfriend before. That's an awfully sweet response, Zippy. I would need to think about it, but maybe. Yes. Blushing, smiling. I see someone else has been cursed with the purgatory of a maybe.
No, but she said yes after the maybe.
Then perhaps Zippy has better luck than me.
I suppose he does. I suppose that he does.
Listen, I think that this whole thing, it'll get better. Read the stupid messages, Chuck. Alright, thank you, Terry the Werehog Shadow. While I'm not married, I do have a suggestion. I heard you have a space brother, right? Yes, I do. And Rouge likes emeralds, right? I'm pretty sure Rouge likes all gemstones. That is one of the cornerstones of her personality.
Well, obsessions tend to be like cornerstone. It's cornerstone.
Shut up, Needle. And you might see if your space brother can get you the location of an exotic Chaos Emerald or Master Emerald. Just a thought anyway heading your way. Mr. Terry the Werehog, you do understand that Chaos Emeralds on other planets are considered semi-mythical because they are that impossible to find. This planet is somewhat special.
I don't know if I'm particularly pleased about being on a special planet. How do you mean special? In a negative way?
I'm gonna assume it's in a negative way. I like this planet.
Thank you. Short fuse the Cybernick. Cybernick GPS engaged. Needle, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want, but if you disrespect my onomatopoeias again, I will find you and I will end you.
What's an onomatopoeia?
Well, it's an onomatopoeia is a written version of a sound. Like if Batman hits someone and it says bang or wallop, then that's an onomatopoeia.
Well, onomatopoeia is stupid.
No, Needle, that's you. You're stupid. Locked on target, Needle. I hope you like plasma cannons, cause you're about to hear one go real close. Bang. If only someone would kill Needle. That seems a little harsh. You have said the exact same words as that yourself. Okay, yeah, no, I have.
This seems all very negative.
Thank you, getting married right now, Shadow Android. Prepare for the ultimate wedding vows.
No. That's not real.
I mean, it could be. I don't know why it would lie.
You shut up. Thank you, Dominic. Congrats on being a grandpa, Shadowplay. Blaze is pregnant with Silver's child. Well, no, she wouldn't be because last time Silver was there, she wouldn't be pregnant. It was a standard pregnancy then. She would have already been born.
Is this bad news we've just come across?
No, not bad news, precisely. It's news. It's news, all right.
So do we get back to the whole, like, talking about getting married thing?
No, you can shut the fuck up, Needle. I'm just going to process this for a second. She would have already been born. Which means...
Hey, I hear you're looking for marriage advice, Shadow.
How the fuck did you get here?
Okay, by using my feet? How does anybody get anywhere? I don't own a car, dingus.
Why are you here?
You invited me. You said, I cannot conceive how, but you have somehow achieved matrimony. I don't know, it was really wordy. It was kind of stupid, but... You know, I thought I would check out what's going on, because this seems funny.
I regret inviting you, Knuckles. And I forgot I did so.
Well, you did. So, what are we talking about?
Aren't you busy with your quests?
I can make time for this.
Hello, Knuckles, Tails' friend.
Hey, Tails' dad. Hey, Sonic's uncle. Hey, Sonic's dad. Hey, Big. Hi, Knuckles.
Yes, hi, Knuckles. Someone read that. Thank you, Soviet Shadow Communist AU proposal story. Russian Rouge and I were on a mission when suddenly we were locked in a vault with a chaos bomb. What?
I teleported out to try to unlock from outside, but was no use. Rather than live in world without Rouge, I teleported back in to spend final moments with her. Bomb was done. I proposed then and there. She say yes. Well, look at that, Shadow. Maybe if you were a communist, Rouge would marry you.
Shut up, Knuckles.
You know what's really funny, Shadow?
This won't be funny.
What's really funny is, I'm pretty sure Rouge, like, floated the idea of marrying me so she would own the Master Emerald. Like, back when you guys were, like, not a thing. Honestly hilarious. I've actually gotten closer than you have.
I will murder you.
You can try.
Let's calm down. Thank you, Devil Tails. You're right, my dad is a dimwit and the RAF sucks. I said it didn't bother me, but it does, and you're not my son. Well, presumably his father is Devil Walter, so I would assume he's not your son. No, this is ridiculous.
Well, Tails' dad, Walt, whatever, don't you need to explain how you got married?
I proposed, and I got a yes. Unlike you, and unlike anyone Devil Tails will propose to in his lifetime, so he can sod off, and I will be leaving now. I'm going.
Bye, Tails' dad. Okay, I guess that really worked out.
It truly is bizarre that anyone ever wanted to marry you. I suppose the only logic there is that she's the last female of the species.
No. One of the last two. She had a half-sister.
Astounding.
Thank you, Eclipse. Speaking of your planet, Shadow, I made my case to the galactic government, and well, your planet is being reviewed so it can be reclassified. For those of you not aware, your planet is considered to be a nature preserve
but with all the stuff involved with it, can be changed.
Oh! Whoa. You want more aliens here? Is this a joke? All of the planet's problems are because of aliens.
No, well, is that true?
In a way, yes. Well, I don't really know anything about aliens, but I did punch one in the dick once.
The black arms don't have penises!
Well, listen, all I'm saying is, I punched it in the dick.
Which, I have told you that's impossible, Walt. You're not Walter Needle. Fuck you!
Fuck you.
What did you say?
Nothing.
You know what? Forget it. I'm not going to alien court to stop alien rights classification stuff. This, you know what? Forget it. Gladly. Thank you, child of the moon. Bats likes to act like she's so complex, but really she's just super basic. But really there's an easy and simple way to get a yes from her. Honestly, it's hilarious that Chet hasn't figured it out. Yet. Guess he'll be unmarried forever. Gotta go, my coyote is back. What is your simple solution, child of the moon? What is your simple solution? You will come back here and tell me!
She doesn't have one. Honestly, people act like I'm stupid.
Because you are.
Okay. So you're smarter than me.
I know that this is going somewhere, but I will answer honestly, yes.
Okay, yeah. Have you used your super brain to figure out how to get Roosh to marry you yet?
Why don't you talk to Squishy Knuckles?
What the shit, Squishy Knuckles?
Squishy Knuckles?
Let's see what Squishy Knuckles has to say.
Hello again, false Knuckles. You don't appear any more squishy than before. This disappoints me greatly. Get squishy already.
Maybe I don't want to be fucking squishy. Why should I be squishy? You don't know the glories of being squishy. Think of how squishy your wife's chest is, but all over you. I don't want to be a... Why would I want my entire body to be boob texture?
Well, don't you like boobs?
Obviously I like boobs. Sonic's grandpa, uncle. Sonic's uncle, but like... No one wants their whole body to be a boob. Get lost, Squishy Knuckles.
Well, you still gotta talk to Uganda Knuckles and Uganda Shadow. How am I being dragged into this?
Who knows? Ugandan Knuckles, do you know the way to Julie Ugandan Shadow? Do you know the way to saying yes to my queen? I believe he wants to know the way to his queen saying yes. Seeing as he's kind of whipped, I believe he routinely says yes to his queen.
Needle, do you have any useful insight as to how your wife ever said yes to marrying a creature like you?
Pressure from her parents?
That's not applicable to my situation. Get out.
Okay.
Truly, he is one of life's mysteries.
Conrad Knuckles the Red? Is this for real? Hey Nux, it's Crimson again from the timeline where the Ark used echidna DNA instead of Hedgehog.
Wait a second. Why is that Knuckles the Red? That's a Knuckles version of me, which is perverse.
No, it's not. It's still me. It's because it's Conrad Knuckles the Red.
I think what he's saying is riff on what how he came to exist and such.
I'm confused. Just to let you know, a disgusting white creature came through a portal to recruit me for some Knuckles army. Seemed sus, but I figured if I went with him, I could keep an eye on him. See ya.
I am going to choose to believe that this is a lie. And I'll make fun of Shadow instead. Charmingly mature. Thank you, Terry the Werehog. I didn't say that about Emerald, Shadow. It was just a thought. If you need a hand searching for an emerald or something like that, I think I could lend a hand. I don't know why, but I feel friendly towards you. Weird. Anyway, ETA 20 minutes from your house with your bike. Okay, well, if you feel like you're super friends with Shadow of all people and you're like super drawn to him, well, honestly, maybe get your head checked. You alright there, big fella?
Well, actually, I came here to do this thing, but you seem really angry.
I have reason to be.
Well, I'm gonna go back on my honeymoon now. I think Wendy's probably gonna start waking up soon. Bye.
Oh yeah, have fun, man. He's gone. He's already gone. Ugandan foghorn leghorn knuckles. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'll leave you two to. Listen, I want to talk about the time I was married. We already established that, like, I did it for the tax thing, and Rouge won't be convinced by that, so I'll just leave you to it. I don't know if you invited anybody with helpful insight for your situation, ultimately. I suppose not. Boy, I say boy, you clearly do not know the way. Don't you dare let those other Knuckleses get the best. Now assist, I say assist with the Hedgehog on how to be married and happy. Now that I say that is the way, boy. What do you say, Knuckles? Will you help me to understand life's great mystery? Why on earth, you of all people, you are married, and I'm not? Okay, Shadow, you know what? Real talk? I literally know why. But you're not gonna like what I've got to say. Why don't you try me? Okay, but not before I read these. Thanks, Omega. Shadow android detected dispensing wedding gift. Yes, keep going. Do that. Thank you, Count Anon. Crap, I saw them. Gotta stay in the shadows again. What are you doing? Thank you, Lightning Tiger. Meanwhile, Fartman has thousands of Gizoids with Sonic's powers copied in their data. Thanks a lot, Tails. I wish Knuckles dragged you out of Robostan sooner. Eggman has what? Have I been told about this already? This is ringing a bell, but... Guys, what is going on with Eggman these days? Lots of things. Nothing as important as what I have to talk about. Why Rouge won't marry you. The specific nature of why you of all people can get a yes to a marriage proposal. And why I, of superior quality, cannot. Okay, well, again, let me just read through these, and I can explain. You're not gonna like it, but I can explain. If I'd, like, freeze up time for all these other people who you decided to drag into this whole thing. Thank you, Minecraft Knuckles. Do you know the way to finding diamonds? I am Knuckles. No! I am Knuckles! You're Minecraft Knuckles, at best! Thanks, Mighty. Hey, Nux and crew, how are you now? By the way, Red, Mona's down for an arm wrestling contest at the gym. Yeah, I can see if I got time for that. Maybe I'll show up, maybe not. You gotta join in if you can find the time. Again, maybe I can find the time. Also, maybe not. As for Shadow, well, wine and dine, Rouge. Chez Henri, just the two of you. You got this, Ultimate Life Form. Okay, he actually does not got this. Oh, and you do. Well, let me just get through these. Extra squishy knuckles? What the fuck? Why is this still happening to you? I don't know. Squishy, squishy, extra squishy. Nothing better than being extra squishy. What the fuck? Faker knuckles must just wishy to become the extra squishy. Like a water balloon. Lots of squishiness. Squishy. They're getting even stranger knuckles. I know that! Crimson Dawn Shadow Knuckles! Oh great, it's another person who's apparently a fusion of you and I. Listen man, I am just as happy about it as you. Guess there's multiple portals opening up, don't know what a Conrad Knuckles is. Guess this disgusting white creature echidna is working faster than we thought. Guys, what the fuck? What the shit? Conrad Knuckles the Rad connection fixed. Inglorious communist AU grandfather-in-law Dmitri was successful in rebirthing echidna race by using ancestor DNA and artificial wombs. What the fuck is this? What am I reading? Do you seriously want to know? Honestly, yes. Well, I don't want to talk about it. Such is superior communist technology. I still gotta marry mine lovely wife Julie. Boulder will have many genetically diverse echidna suitors. The world does not need more science experiment abominations like this guy in it. Look at him. You want more people like this guy running around? I hate agreeing with you. I really do. Dr. Finitivus. You know, there's still a chance he's dead. Really? Knuckles, it's been some time. Don't worry, I'm doing well after your failed attempt to end me. I'm still in the process of my goal, but I must thank you. Your family DNA has helped me. I am just trying to make more stable echidna clones, but I'm close. Soon our race won't be extinct. It's not extinct now, you dope! Listen, I'm just gonna have to pretend. You know, that guy might not be the actual guy. He might still be dead. Tell yourself whatever you want to. Thank you, child of the moon. Wouldn't you like to know, Ratman? Yes, as a matter of fact, I would, and you were going to tell me! Calm down. That is incredibly rich coming from you. I'm not yelling about weddings. Thanks, Basil. Shadow, why are you here? You're not married. Did you not gather the context of this entire... Never mind. Thank you, regular Foghorn Leghorn Knuckles. What is regular about Foghorn Leghorn Knuckles? Boy, I say boy, you know I'm rougher than the rest of them. So why do you go around saying I chuckle like Sonic? I do not talk about you! Boy, that makes no sense when you know I don't go doing anything of the sort, boy. Why, I'm so unlike Sonic, boy, you know, a tougher than leather man as myself. Don't chuckle, boy. What are you? Insane. What, no boy at the end? Knuckles the Bandicoot spins in excitement. Whoa! I'm just so tired. Now, if I play a stupid video game with Tails, it comes back to haunt me. I guess I can't do anything. We were talking about me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be funny, but then all the Knuckles came, and Honestly, I didn't have any fun at all. Thanks, Terry the Werehog. Alright, I just pulled up with your bike, Shadow. How many echidnas are there? I saw a lot of red echidna-looking guys on the way here. Weird. Anyway, your bike is in the driveway. Catch you guys later. Thank you, Terry. Where did you see them, though? Where did you see them, though? Anywhere between wherever my bike was and here. But where specifically? We were talking about the completely bizarre situation that you are married and I'm not because someone said yes to marrying you. Okay, Shadow, I can explain why you're not married. But don't get mad at me, because that's shooting the messenger. We don't have a reason to fight today. Something of a stretch. But let's go with that. Shadow, do you ever wonder why Rouge doesn't say yes to you proposing? I'll bet you do. This whole thing is, why doesn't Rouge say yes to proposals? From you, specifically. That is correct. Well, listen, Shadow. And again, you're not gonna like this. Spit it out. Okay. Shadow. The thing is, I would like to say that there are people with enough sense and like enough standards that they wouldn't say yes to marrying you, but honestly, the truth is, there's plenty of people who would say yes to marrying you. I don't even want to talk about it, but you already know there are people out there who would say yes to marrying you. They've been mentioned, a couple of them, just today. So we've established there are people out there who would say yes. So weirdly enough, it's actually not a you thing. It's a Rouge thing. If she wanted to, she would have. The reason you're not married to Rouge is she doesn't want to marry you. You can talk about making her want to and whatever else, but like, genuinely, I don't think you can do anything more. I actually think you're maxed out on making her want to marry you. You've got the nice house. You've got the kids. You've got your... What was it? Tax benefits. Tax benefits. Like, if you tell Rouge, who you already have kids with, do you want to do something that basically changes nothing about the way we live our lives, but I will get you more jewelry, and we get even more money per month or year or whatever, and she says no, she really doesn't want to say yes. And again, weirdly enough, there are people out there who would say yes to marrying you, so. Yeah. This whole thing is scuffed. Dude, you want advice on how to make her want to marry you, or, like, trying to figure out the logic of you being a better person than me, so you should get what you want and I shouldn't, but like, I found a woman who loves me and wants to marry me. So we got married. Honestly, it's one of the only things that can make me feel bad for you. Like, sorry, dude. You went all in on somebody who just doesn't want to do one little thing for you to make you happy. Or she has a phobia or something. I don't know. She's weird about a lot of stuff. You're like staring in silence, and maybe you don't want to acknowledge it, but I know Rouge really well. At least I did. I don't think she's changed much, so. So yeah. She's not gonna say yes, dude. You process that. Have a whatever day. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, no. Knuckles can't make sense. Knuckles can't be right about something. Especially if that something is saying that there's no hope. Shadow doesn't have the riz. Rouge hates marriage's labels being bounded. That actually makes sense, thank you, Echidna. No, you people cannot. You people can't be right. Knuckles can't be right. Shadow, if you're serious about wanting help with the proposals, come by me shop. If you really tried everything, we'll list them all in a spreadsheet and record Rouge's reactions to each one. We'll apply percentages of success and figure out a common denominator. I know ye appreciate data. The success rate on proposals from me is 0 across the board! No, this. No, Ultimate. Squishy. Knuckles. I am the true Knuckles, ultimate squishy Knuckles, the greatest squishy warrior. Squishier than the rest of them, and the best of them. Now prepare for the ultimate squishy. Squishy. Jesus Christ. I did the math, the Echidna's correct. Shadow Android, you Count Anon. Sadly, it's the truth. Oh dear God. No, my achievement ball, the space on my achievement ball will never be filled. Oh, oh dear God. Oh dear God. I'm sorry, Shadow, but he's right. Come, Runt. Bulma, you know Amy wants to get married. And of what consequence is that to me? It's reality, my friend. We don't get all we want. But what about one simple thing that I wanted? Don't listen to Shadow Knuckles. I believe there's always hope. Why are you talking to Knuckles? By percentages, I meant that we'll record your testimony of each of Rouge's reactions. Hail Mary would be poetry. Shadow, you ever written a poem from the heart? But I digress. We'll figure something out. No, there's nothing to figure out! We're done here. I've proposed dozens, hundreds of times. And all those people had to do it once. One time because the woman in question wanted to say yes. Come, Runt. We will ponder what the meaning of this life is. And I will sulk. And then we will get you some of that seaweed that you like. And I will go back to work. Let's go, Runt.
Needle, why are you in my kitchen? You said there'd be food. I was just eating.
Get the fuck out, Neil! Get out!
But I just wanted something to eat.
Get the fuck out, Needle!
Alright, fine. Can I have another bite of that?
Get out!